Genetically modified produce is pretty risky. It sounds good, it's been advertised, but that's typical corporate blather. We don't know. We don't know what it's doing to insects, we don't know what it's doing to groundwater, we don't know. We just don't know. And I think it's pretty dangerous stuff.
I understand profits, and I understand making money and trying to be beneficial and providing a lot of things, but when you know it's harmful to people's health, I don't understand why you can keep doing this without caring about your fellow brothers and sisters and caring about the people that are consuming these poisons that you're putting into our food. I don't understand how you could sleep at night doing things like that.
I think GMOs are toxic and poisonous for the body, and I think it's unfair to the public that they even exist, much less not being labeled. People need to know the truth. Our children deserve better.
We have a few extra matches if anybody wants to help along the way in case we get separated. We're gonna line up and march. Testing. Before we get off, I just want to make one announcement. At 3 o'clock at McFoster's Natural Kind Cafe off Farnham, I'm going to be having a presentation on the corporate entities. This presentation will explain exactly how a corporation is created, what it is, why it's different than any other business. And then the other half of the presentation will explain the history of it in the United States. I think it's very important that we understand the corporate entity, because if we do, we'll understand why Monsanto and all these other corporations in the United States and around the world.
I'm here because I think that we should know what we're putting in our food, what we're putting in our bodies, and what we're feeding our children, and that GMOs should be labeled.
I'm graduating high school today, and for the past 2 years in high school I've been in this culinary program, so I've been in the food industry for basically my whole career so far, and I've become really concerned about the safety of our food and just the wholeness of all of it, because Monsanto controls 80% of the processed food in America, which is basically what America runs off of, because we love our convenience, right? And they're everywhere, and it just needs to go away. This is a bastard corporation that needs to get out of this world, and we the people are the only ones that can do that, apparently. So I'm really glad that this is all happening and we have such a lovely turnout today, and I'm feeling the power behind all of this.
I'm here primarily because I am totally against the things that Monsanto has done. They have a history of doing bad things to bad people. Think Agent Orange. They're still doing it now, and they're doing it only for profit and money.
I am here to protest against GMOs and pesticides in our foods.
I'm here today because I believe that GMOs in their current form in our foods are very dangerous, and I want my children to be able to have their own children someday.
Protect our farmers, protect our earth, and stop Monsanto. It's like contaminated food, and it's basically putting toxic things in your body.
Here today to stand up against the proliferation of GMOs. I think that we need to protect our food, our families, our farmers, and our land from contamination.
The right thing to do. You're a part of a peer-to-peer centralized movement of...
This isn't.
I haven't seen that yet. I'm sure that the day will come.
You never know though, maybe it has.
Say no to GMO! Say no to GMO! Say no to GMO!
I'm a nutritionist, and I feel very strongly that not genetically modified foods is an appropriate diet for American citizens.
As someone whose family is involved heavily in farming and organic farming, GMOs should not be in our food, in particular when we're eating in restaurants. We should know what we're eating at all times and what we're buying at all times.